comes in wearing his EPL crown. Fernandinho, the Manchester City star. But there'll be some new faces, as you said, Phil, on both sides of the pitch. And how will they fit in? Weatherton in between the sticks for Brazil. And we will see how he earns his second cap for the Canarino.
Eagerly awaiting the signal to step forward in Barcelona, but Jorge Sampaoli asks and Messi responds. On the other side, though, Thiago Silva. This will be his first start for Brazil since June of 2015. And Ray, over the last 2 years, he's played a grand total of
Gonzalo, but all eyes on Lionel, of course, and his teammate Neymar resting in his bed somewhere with a cup of coffee, reclining, watching his teammate. All you people that recorded it, call yourself football fans.
Well, it is approaching 8 p.m. local time in Melbourne.
And of course, the Mozart of our game.
Augusto and Paulinho, two Chinese-based players for Brazil.
Finish from the Beijing man.
Banega spots Messi. Dropping into the center and then bursting through the defense. Sends it wide for
ball. Next. Here he goes, magic man.
Messi in the center of the park, up for Dybala, scoring in 10 of their last 13 World Cup qualifiers. Here,
pullbacks on.
Dybala for Messi, who had to wait, then tries to start. Even Peru and Paraguay just on the verge of knocking Argentina out.
Yep.
Really only Bolivia and Venezuela on the outs. Good ball to the point of Argentina.
What do you think? Just
looks solid today. Messi
into back again from Argentina. It was Banega that found Messi.
Just Sampaoli arrived, so another one that Sampaoli gets a chance to coach for the first time.
Oh, great season he had for Juventus. Had a disappointing final against the champions Real Madrid.
Not so far. Messi lifting it up. Higuain heading it down. That was close.
I think it was right as well, Phil. These referees having a good get.
Messi found a pocket.
Good ball. This is tremendous football. Of course, the magic man picks the wide man out. Angel. Beautiful
post. One actually rattled the iron. Now it's Messi. Against Fagner, tries to sneak it in. The ball bounces back and then off the Brazilian and out for the corner.
Good defending. Fagner knows he's got a tiger by the tail here. Look.
And there the touch back. Good call again. Banega a little slow off the...
Beautiful play from Fagner. The touch from the lad who was only earning his third cap.
Messi the quick restart and then laid back finds Dybala. Shoots, of course, in this friendly. And so many players to keep an eye on for both teams. Dybala in for Messi. Edge of the area, wide.
Argentina set up by this man and Angel.
Banega rolls it back. Argentina.
Sticks the finger in Brazil's eye and sticks a ball in a net. Messi again, always involved. This is a peach of a pass from Di Maria. Sends it with a dozen. Again, look at this ball here from Angel. This is why Messi wants him at Camp Nou. He places it on the head of a pin. Here is where the genesis was of that goal. Of course, he was always involved originally, but there'll be changes, I'm sure, in the second.
As much. In fact, he's probably up there for miles covered in the first half. Just his third cap And that likely will be Dani Alves when it comes time for Russia 2018, but you never know. Change to start the second half. Relatively quiet match for Iguan.
So Gonzalo got a little bit rattled, but you're right, Phil. He was.
Messi, Gomez, Lanzini from West Ham, Paredes from Roma, Guido Rodriguez from America.
It's amazing how this one doesn't go in. It's brilliant from Brazil. One denied by the upright, but Gabi Jesus was absolutely.
Messi outside the 18, a little late. Rodriguez slotting in, allowing Biglia to push forward a bit. So different. Messi slam. Rafinha sending a message to Messi and his coach.
Yeah, that's a certain yellow card. If that's
Messi dancing through the challenges, now turns back. Gabi Jesus out of the friendly against Australia on Tuesday.
And I said it earlier, Phil, best yet to come. Pains in Buenos Aires will be all good stuff after you beat Brazil, so he'll take those accolades all day. It's been a action where what could have been different if Brazil had taken their opportunities, which were, you know, many and plentiful, but they weren't able to capitalize on some wonderful create and trying to raise the level in defense, as you said earlier. In my opinion, certainly arguing for man of the match, and I'd probably tip it to Mamma Mia.
Some are saying Sampaoli, and we saw it with that collapse at the end for Sevilla, maybe other reasons, but perhaps his style more suited as a national team coach. Such success with Chile, and it looks like his first match for Argentina will end in a win. Messi, back to Messi. And that Mercado's goal just before the half, the only tally